welcome to the Fulm Show podcast. We're back.
In black.
It's that time of the week again, where I'm joined by Joe Fisher.
Hello.
And Chris Grant.
Hello.
It's that time of the week again.
It's
Wednesday.
Yep. That is the day of when we record.
When the world pauses to hear our podcast.
When everyone pauses our podcast and then closes the window.
Everyone pauses our podcast to hear the world.
Everyone's like, hold on, I'm listening to our podcast, big man.
Need a wee stool in here.
What for?
My feet. My leg feet.
Get the fuck.
Seconded.
Just put a couch in here.
Build your own stools.
Just put a couch in here.
No, you can't play guitar on a couch.
You can. You do it all the time.
You can't do it. You can't sit with two folk on a couch and then...
Oh, we're not playing guitar.
My dad uses it in here.
Aye, they can do it. You can do
Oh
it.
my god. I'm going to wait. Right. Do you want to start with series of unfortunate events?
Sure.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yes.
So,
Fuck.
shall we run down the order?
Aye.
So we started, after Chris bricked it, we started with Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Fantastic movie.
And went to Scary Movie 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then from Scary Movie 5 we went to
Snow Buddies.
And then from Snow Buddies we went to Sweet Life of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then from Sweet Life of the movie we went to Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill.
We did. You're right.
And that's what we watched this week.
So bad, man. It's like
It's not the worst movie we've watched so far.
No,
Joe's making a good point. It's just shit. Like, it's just a load of shit. Like, there's nothing cringy about it. It's just shit.
I laughed twice.
I didn't.
I laughed once, and it's when the guy was feeling Adam Sandler's boobs.
Oh no, I laughed. I can't remember the first time. When I laughed the first time, I can't remember. But I laughed. The one time I laughed the first time I watched it, it's like I laughed at the same time, and it's when he phones her on like on mobile and it goes to the answer machine, and she's like, "What is this?" And he like cuts off, and I was just that's funny.
No.
It's just his voice from. Well, he does the voice in 8 Crazy Nights as well because he does the voice of the woman, but he does it in it's the voice he's doing at the start of Funny People when he's like prank calling folk.
Aye.
It's like the same voice.
Right.
It was just shit and boring, rather than shit, boring, looks terrible, like.
Aye, pretty much.
Terrible music, dead dogs died making it.
Aye.
Lindsay Lohan's in it.
Yeah.
Is she?
Like, no, I mean, like, it's
Alright.
not that. It's just shit and boring, and then it finishes.
I'm more than happy to move on from it.
Aye.
We've not really talked about it.
It's about what a guy's twin sister comes down for Thanksgiving and stays until New Year,
Aye.
and she's annoying but she's kind and all that,
And then she plays football.
And he's
like
like
Al Pacino.
he's like a pure dick, but he's Adam Sandler.
Aye.
He just like annoys films now. He just plays like agents. I don't know why. He just like plays
Aye.
agents. I don't know why that's a thing.
I don't understand how Katie Holmes isn't in more films. She doesn't seem that bad as an actress.
Is it maybe because like her husband's a psychopath?
Because of Zenu.
I thought they broke up.
Aye,
Did
she's
they?
probably like in a cage somewhere.
Hell in a Cell.
Aye.
What was the whole stories with that?
But
Was that like just
Scientology?
Is that what it was?
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
That like stuff came out that they were pure like threatening like members of like folks' families that like that they might have been the religion and all
Remember his house phone number was online for a while?
that. Aye.
It's pretty funny.
Aye, and like his agent's number and all that, and like
That's quite funny.
well, like you can kind of get that stuff anyway, but like
If you're on IMDb Pro, you can get like folks' agents'
aye,
numbers.
agents' numbers and all that. Aye.
It's quite weird, isn't it?
But like, what you gotta do that phone in, but like, because
I just like
there's Leo there.
phone up Danny Dyer's agent, but like, can you come?
Danny Dyer's agent's probably just Danny Dyer.
Can you come to Silcott just for like a night out?
I'll no pay you.
If you've got a spare 20 grand, Rey Mysterio. That's how much it is to book Rey Mysterio. It doesn't even need to be for wrestling.
I don't have.
You can just book
20
him
grand.
for shit.
I'm booking him for my wedding. He's gonna officiate it.
It's gonna booyaka you straight into
He's
married
gonna
life.
619 me into my wife.
Oh my god, imagine you booked Rey Mysterio to like, have like, somebody jump you during your wedding and then Rey Mysterio comes out to save you like, down the aisle.
Like the music comes on.
Oh my fucking god. I'd do that.
Here comes the bride, starts playing it, lip your cuts, like.
Wonder how much it would cost to also have Pod be there live to sing the song.
I bet about 5 pence.
Pod or drowning pool.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
If you want to step up, you're gonna get knocked down.
Oh, but saliva.
I don't know, man.
Click, click, boom.
Aye.
So Jack and Jill was fun.
Aye, it was.
What's Al Pacino about?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
What was that about, man?
That bit when he's like, you Bin Laden, but
I know.
holy fuck, man.
You're like, mate, why is Johnny Depp cameoing in it wearing a Justin Bieber t-shirt? He just sits there.
Because they were probably like, we'll give you 10 grand to sit here in a Justin
I
Bieber
think it's
t-shirt.
like,
And
I think it's
"Aye, no
like,
bother."
because they all have like courtside seats to like the games.
Aye.
So like they probably just went and like filmed it and was like, do you want to be in this?
Aye.
Aye,
We'll give
cool.
you
That's
a
probably
bunch of
exactly
cash.
what it was.
Aye, because like that's why he's in. That's why anger management's a thing, because like he's pals with Jack Nicholson because they both go
Aye.
courtside to like the football games and all that. The
Quite
basketball
funny,
games. Aye,
Quite good.
aye.
I always think basketball arenas look really weird. Like a pure weird atmosphere.
I've not really watched that.
They're all
for a basketball
rectangles.
game.
I don't know.
Aye, but it's just like, I don't know, man.
I mean, they say you've got courtside seats, you're literally out on the courtside.
Aye, that's what I mean.
so
It's
weird,
like
aye.
really
Aye,
strange.
it's like you're sitting at the edge of like a gym.
Aye,
like,
aye.
like
It's just weird, man.
there's no like you could get like hit in the face by like a basketball while like Shaquille O'Neal's like Willie falling out his shots. Like,
I went to see the Harlem Globetrotters back in the day.
aye,
It was great. It was really good. Me and Ross went.
Aye.
fair enough.
It was awesome.
Have you seen Scooby Doo meets Harlem Globetrotters?
No.
Don't see
I
it.
think
no,
I've
no.
seen that.
It's not very good.
It's not as good as Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
It's not as good as the Scooby Doo and the WrestleMania yesterday. Jack and Jill's bad.
Jack
I
and
could
Jill is
Aye,
bad.
yeah,
have told you that.
But
It's like, see the thing, but it's like by far not the worst thing we've watched so far.
No, not at all. People just like hate it because like people hate Adam Sandler. Like,
Aye,
kinda thing,
no,
like,
folk hate it because it's shit.
I
It's
but like
so
I
bad.
like it's like made out to be like way worse than like it actually is. It's just a bad film.
it's
Folk
just
are like
bad.
it's Satan. Like you're like no, it's just like something that like a 4-year-old would think's like funny for like
Aye.
5 minutes. Like
Well, it's time to watch a good film.
Fuck. Really?
It's time to
Really?
watch something that's on
I'm
IMDb.
gonna have to like
250.
go on my phone because it's
Cool.
laptop's fucking. So what do you want? Like I'll search Jack and Jill
Yeah,
on IMDb.
yeah, we'll go through Jack and Jill.
Ugh.
It's fucking stuffy in
Do
here.
you want
Is
me to
it?
turn the head rate?
Aye, please. Apologise for my ridiculous hair. It's getting cut off tomorrow.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I know.
Right, I'm in Jack and Jill.
Go to, I just went through Al Pacino. No surprises there. Went through the Pacino Meister. Pacino.
Right,
You're going down to, I think it's 1975.
Dunkachino the movie.
See, that was actually quite
Aye,
funny.
that was definitely the funniest bit.
Burning.
I made a remix of that song once.
Because the song's like dumb and like kind of funny, and then he's just like burn that.
Oh, dunka Gino. He's like pure dancing.
Right.
I don't understand why
Oh
we can't.
wait, did you might even buy it?
We're watching Scarface.
Can we just watch?
No,
Scarface?
wait, it's not. No.
Can we just please watch?
Can I just say, like, the story for this film
So
sounds
Dog
weird.
Day Afternoon.
Yes, it is.
The what?
It's about a guy who robs a bank to fund his sex change operation.
Right.
Aye, I've heard of this.
But it's meant to be, like, really, really good.
Based on
Awesome.
a real life story that happened in the early 70s, in which the Chase Manhattan Bank in Gravesend, Brooklyn, was held siege by a gay bank robber determined to steal enough money for his male lover to undergo a sex change operation.
Cool. When any films that people keep going on to, like, you need to see this because it's brilliant, and I've not seen it.
Awesome.
So, I thought, well, he's unfortunate it's a bit shit at the moment, so
I'm
let's
gonna
watch a
start
good film.
planning now what I'm gonna fuck yous up with when this is done.
I hope that, like, in
You could
this-
have linked to the terrible 1990s Dick Tracy, because it has Al Pacino in it. Also has Madonna in it. So
Could have, like, I was thinking about Little Nicky, because that's actually quite funny, but...
here, I forgot he was in that. Is he? Is he in that? Al Pacino's in. Oh no,
No,
Adam
Adam
Sandler.
Do you know who is in that, though? Quentin Tarantino.
Aye, he
Does
plays
He
the
plays
blind
the-
priest.
Aye.
Aye, that's a good film.
Harvey Keitel.
That's like
How
right.
come- how
That's
come-
like right as Adam Sandler. Like that's the
Aye.
last film before like he's like drop off.
Aye.
Like
That's like
That's when he started doing like the voices and all
How
that.
does
Like,
Adam Sandler like attract such good and prestige actors? Like
'Cause
Harvey
he's
Keitel, Jack Nicholson, Al Pacino.
because like they're all mates.
Aye.
Aye, but
He's
They're
just
all-
like, what I be in my film.
They're
and
all
that.
pals and he's loaded.
Aye. Like they're all pals, and then just like Universal just keeps throwing money at Adam Sandler to make films that like people obviously go see them. So like,
You're well gonna hear that washing machine, by the way.
fuck, I forgot it was on. Hold on.
Intermission.
Hold on.
I can start talking about films.
Do it.
I decided it was time for forgiveness. I decided that it was time to forget.
Right.
I decided to watch The Hobbit 3.
Nope.
It was fucking terrible. It wasn't as bad as the second one,
Yeah.
because stuff actually happens in it, but it was boring. They should have made a film.
Can I?
Like, honestly, man.
I have that like copy of it on my computer, and it's all 3 films cut down into one film.
Aye, is it
I'm
good?
looking at I've not watched it.
I'd
but
assume it's actually like really
aye,
good.
I think there's like 17 minutes of the second film in it or something like that.
Spoil-
Something ridiculous like
Spoiler alert, right?
that. Right.
See how the end of the second one is like, oh shit, the dragon's out.
Aye.
It's fucking dead in the first 10 minutes.
Aye.
Yes.
Fuck that. That's like the full point
It's
of the
dead in
second.
the first
I
fucking
know.
10 minutes,
And
right?
that's the full point of the second film. We're doomed.
Don't make bad moves.
Dead in the first 10 minutes, right? 15 at an absolute push. I wasn't
Aye.
like timing it. And then the last 45 minutes a fight scene.
Yep.
And then the full middle was just like the dwarves and the elves kind of fucking hate each other, man.
But don't.
And there's a bit like, and it's like Gandalf's getting fucked with by Sauron, and you like the eye flashes up,
Right.
and it's like flashing between the eye and like an outline of him in the armor and shit. But it just fucking goes on like for like at least a minute
Right.
of just to fill up seconds.
I don't know if maybe Peter Jackson's went insane.
Aye.
Under the pressure of like.
It's like, see when you're sitting watching a movie and you're like, right, last time something happened was about 25 minutes ago, so we're maybe due something.
Aye.
You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck. And I was like tweeting while I was watching it. I was like, I want to like it
Aye.
so much. I love the Lord of the Rings movies. I've watched all.
That's what's frustrating.
I watched all the Lord of the Rings movies in a day once because I like them so much. You know what I mean? And then they just fucked it.
That's what's like frustrating because you're like, I don't like the Hobbit films. And folks are like, you're just saying that because it's popular.
No.
Like, no. But like,
The first one's good.
Aye, the first
I
one
just
is good.
don't want to watch it anymore because it ends in a cliffhanger, and then the cliffhanger that it goes on to is bullshit. So
Like-
what's the point?
Folk won't listen to you because it's the Hobbit.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Like folk will just like that. Those movies would get good reviews if they were fucking Adam Sandler movies where he played every part.
Aye.
Like those, there's no way.
Please do
where,
not
like,
make that happen.
like they could be like, we're rebooting the franchise, and it's going to be like the Nutty Professor, where like Eddie Murphy plays the full cast.
The Lord of the Rings prequel trilogy is worse than the Star Wars one.
It's because the Star Wars one's good.
What? Fuck off, Chris.
Phantom Menace 3D.
Phantom Menace in 3D was like the worst thing.
It was good.
It was not at all. It was not.
Oh, it's close, but they're better than the Hobbit.
It's the thing where like, because Hobbit 1's good,
Aye.
but Revenge of the Sith's good.
Right, Revenge of the Sith's really fucking good.
So-
But I think that movie's great.
But like Revenge of the Sith's probably better than the Hobbit one, so it probably
Yeah.
wins by like that.
Attack of the Clones was good.
Attack of the Clones is horseshit. Like fuck all happens
Good,
in that
man.
movie. Like nothing happens in that movie.
Aye, it does, right. Okay.
Anakin rides a space cow and hurts his arm, and like that's all I remember
and
from
he
that
hates
film.
sand.
I don't like
It's
sand, Padme.
Fuck, man.
That
It's
bit's a
coarse,
bit
it's
bad.
brittle, it gets everywhere.
That bit's... Do you know?
It's just fucking Twilight.
Do you know? Like it was between him and someone else to play Anakin Skywalker.
Who was the other person?
Charlie Hunnam?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, they would have been. They
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
would have been good movies. Like they would have maybe been good, like at least bearable movies.
Dun.
Imagine, but like in his American accent,
Aye.
like he's like,
I'm not sure about the Force anymore.
no, he's like writing in the notepad.
Aye. No, just in
My
the Sons of Anarchy.
I
game.
like with a notepad, like my dear Luke.
Just with a lightsaber. Just... And that stupid wee ponytail thing now.
At times like this, I
The
don't really know
Rodrigo
what to write
Palacio.
anymore.
I seen anarchy
There's
written
a-
on a bridge.
There's a football player that like actually has that like weird ponytail haircut,
Aye.
but it's like even worse.
Played against Celtic the other week.
'Cause he's just got a
It's
baldy.
So bad.
And then just this bit.
His own fans like,
It's
nicknamed him like Rat Head or something, or Rat Face or something.
We'll Google it or something.
So it's
It's
like a rat
bad, man.
The Anakin Skywalker. Like,
Aye, but he's like got basically a buzz cut.
Surely done.
Like,
It's horrible.
and then it's just like when you try and think how that must look when it's not braided, you're just like,
Just to think, because it is quite long, so he's obviously
Aye, it is.
decided like a few years ago, like, here, I'm going to do this. Folk are like, why?
But because footballers did stupid haircuts.
Also, see with the Hobbit 3, there's like such a disconnect between the different environments because so much of it is green screened,
Aye.
and then you go to like a bit that's actually outside and it looks fucking amazing,
Aye.
right? Like,
Do the visual effects still look like shit?
No, it's like significantly improved,
Aye.
but like it's still like. No matter whether it's good green screen, I'm still like, this is in a fucking studio,
Aye.
and it just looks so different. You know what I mean? Like they'll go from like they're outside like on a beach or like kind of in a field or whatever, and it's like, oh my god, this looks incredible. I watched it in 1080p. So this looks unbelievable, man. Like wow.
Aye.
And then it goes to them like in the mines, and you're just like fucking bullshit.
Aye.
Like here's these physical stairs, and then like everything past that. It's like
It was, I think as well, it was like the first three movies, like the Lord of the Rings movies, they were like nearly everything was practical.
aye,
Apart from the like CGI and like the big crowds
Aye.
of people, like basically everything was practical.
aye.
And
They
they just
like,
went from that and they're just like, no, fuck it.
what's the name of the like kind of settlement town city where like the women with the long blonde hair?
Oh, fuck, I don't know, man.
Do you know what I mean? But
Aye.
and there's like that
Like,
big.
that's that not like the elf?
It's like, no, it's like
Rivendell.
it's no, it's like the kind of like almost Viking-y
Is that the one where like
settlement.
Frodo
Rohan.
looks in like the water and he sees like the...
No,
no?
it's
That's the woods of something.
no, it's like
It's not like Legolas.
it's like the kind of Viking-y
I
type
get nae
folks,
fucking clue. I know...
and they like get recruited to like
I
be
know-
part of the army and shit.
I know...
Rohan.
Hell...
No, Rohan,
Rohan.
Rohan,
Oh, right, okay.
Aye, do you get me?
Uh-huh.
and like see the kind of main like, house. They like built it,
Aye.
like actually
Aye.
built a house.
Well, it's
that
the
looks
fact
like
that like...
it's not like a set, like it is a fucking building.
It's the fact that like, see if like they hadn't just like built Hobbiton for the like first three movies, they probably would have just been CGI.
I know.
Like on a hill, like filmed a hill and just like CGI
man.
house she's in, like. And you can go visit
Aye.
Hobbiton. Aye.
It's so fucking frustrating because see the end of the Hobbit 3, it like ties everything up and it's got a nice wee ending. You're just like, yeah, that was cool. Then you just think, like, I just watched this for like 9 fucking hours and like 2 things happened.
Aye.
Do you want to talk about another movie?
No, like the problem
Aye.
with like I talked to my dad about this because he liked the books when he was like a kid and stuff like that. And like I don't really know if he has an opinion on I don't know if he's seen like the Hobbit films.
The Hobbit book is shorter than any Lord of the Rings
The
books.
Hobbit book is like a kid's book. Like it's written
Aye.
for children, and then like
They made like
the
8
Lord of
hours
the-
of film out of it.
the like Lord of the Rings is like it like steps up for like it like grew with the audience kind of thing,
Aye.
and like
Fuck,
like because the Hobbit originally there was going to be 2 movies, and then they broke into 3 movies. And I bet you at some point it was just going to be 1 movie. And
It was. I remember him
Aye.
saying that it was going to be 2 movies. There was going to be 3 movies, and then see the thing is, we're
because
going to
what was it? It was the Hobbit
There and Back
there
Again.
and back again, and the Hobbit
What?
something else, and then
Aye.
they changed it to like
There and Back Again was going to be the last
no,
one.
it was the Hobbit on an Unexpected Journey and the Hobbit there and back again,
Aye.
and then they split it up.
See, that would have been probably been good.
I don't
Aye.
understand why I didn't call one of them There and Back Again, because that's like the title of the book.
I like
Aye.
the book he's writing.
Aye.
Aye.
And that's what they were going to do, and then they changed it to Battle of the Five Armies, Desolation of Smog,
Money.
Horse.
Aye, it is. It's like a total money thing. And I like movies that are made just to make money.
Aye.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Well, no, because they can be
Fast
made
and
well.
Furious are one of my favourite series.
Transformers.
Just
4.
because they're made like just to get money out of a book doesn't mean they can't be well made.
Aye. It's just bad. Like, it's
Like
bad.
you
movies.
shouldn't be able to like pair like no matter like how much you enjoy it, you shouldn't be able to be like the Hobbit movies are made to make money like the Expendables are. Like that shouldn't be a sentence you should be able to say.
Aye.
Like it should be like you should be like the Hobbit is like Harry Potter, but like you can't say that because the Hobbit's like shit. So
Aye.
It's a shame.
It's just frustrating. It is a shame. It really is a shame.
it is. Someone will do it properly. Like at some point, I think that in the future,
Maybe.
Like, there's no way those movies aren't going to get remade because it's like there was the cartoons in the 70s and then there was the live action ones.
Cartoon's pretty good.
I've not seen it, but
Striker.
The voice
Fuck,
acting's awful, but
yeah.
it's like
is it not like it's like all actual English guys?
it's like a cool weird thing.
It was the first like I'm pretty sure that was like the first like they used like rotoscoping. They were like one of the pioneers of it. And it's like
Was it not like in the 70s or something?
Aye, it's
It's
old,
when-
man.
Looks alright.
it's when it like cuts to like you'll see like the battle scenes are all like rotoscoped, so it's just like drawings of like over people, and it like looks really strange. And then like the actual animation's like really cool. I like how it actually like looks. They're doing they're showing like a different film, but like that guy that made that's like talking here soon, like in Glasgow or something like that.
Alright.
They're showing Fritz the Cat, and then he's talking about it after it. I think the film festival's in there, isn't it?
Well, I think it's over now.
Is it?
I guess.
Must be something else then.
I watched
Maybe.
other movies.
What else did
Or
you watch?
Fright Fest is over anyway, I know that.
I watched Escape From New York.
Aye.
For the first time. I finished it like 2 hours ago. It's
Yep.
fucking awesome.
Yep.
So good, man.
Don't watch the sequel.
Nah?
Nope. Don't do it.
Sequel set in 2013.
He stuffs in the sequel. Don't watch
Yeah!
I've not seen that. I've seen half of the sequel.
It's
Escape
so,
from L.A.
it's so cool because it like it inspired so many things,
Yeah.
and you like totally see that now. It's like amazing.
Kurt Russell's just so cool in it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They're rebooting it, aren't they? There's like a remake coming out.
They're trying to. Aye.
You can tell that, like you said, it's obviously heavily inspired, but see that film that I watched that I'll talk about later, Doomsday,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
it's like pretty much just another version of Escape from L.A. New York.
Aye.
Like set in
It's
Scotland.
like Escape from Glasgow.
Aye.
It looks so old now,
Aye.
like brutally
No,
old.
it's old as
But I loved it. It's paced really well. I don't know. I couldn't put my finger on it, but like I blinked and like 45 minutes was gone already.
just because it's like fun.
Aye.
I don't even like really remember. New York's a prison, isn't it? Like,
Mhm.
that's what it is.
Aye. Is Stacey Keach in that one? I've seen the second one.
Who's that?
He's kind of old, large guy. He played. Seen the
Is he
first.
Warden Pope in Prison Break? That
Yes.
same guy?
Yes, him. He was in
Eh,
the first season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine as that kind of arsehole author.
Aye. Who is he in this?
I don't know. He might be in the sequel, but he played like the guy who
Is
sends.
he the taxi driver?
No, he
No.
said he's the guy who sends Kurt Russell in to save the president. So it might be the sequel.
It must be a sequel because the guy that sends him in this one was like old at that point.
Aye, so maybe.
What is that? Why does he get sent in this one?
Just because they need somebody, and he's like a retired crazy cool guy,
Right.
and like is in the jail, and they're like,
Doesn't
well,
play by the rules.
they're like, I will let you off with it if you go save the president.
So the president's in the prison.
Aye,
It's like a
Is it,
plane
is it,
crash
an, is, it
lands
a,
Aye,
is, it an,
it's-
is it an Arkham City situation?
pretty much. Aye,
Aye.
it's the exact same thing.
I've not watched it for years.
I was like hoping that they'd also got like Metal Gear phrases from him as well.
Aye.
I was like really hoping he'd just be like, kept you waiting, huh? Just like somebody's like talking to about something entirely different, and he's just like, Metal Gear?
Get that like the phone call.
Aye. Well, I guess he kind of does, aye. Certain bits.
Aye.
I'm glad you enjoyed it because it's really good.
They should make a fucking dumb as shit Metal Gear movie.
They really should. Aye. I'm surprised that's not been like a thing in Japan.
Kept you waiting, huh?
They just like make them in Japan and don't bring them over here, kind of thing. Like,
Aye.
there's like a whole bunch. There's probably been a musical at some point. They made like a musical Ace Attorney like stage show
I
and
bet.
stuff. So like,
They done like a bit like equivalent like HD upres like collection on 3DS of those.
aye.
Mm-hmm.
They also made a movie.
It's just like no promoted anywhere, but like it's totally a thing in this for sale.
Ah.
It's like all of them together. I've never played it. I don't know.
Like, I played
anything
one of
about
them. It's quite good. It's hard though.
it. Aye.
You like lawyer stuff.
Remember Trauma Centre?
Aye.
That was cool as fuck.
Trauma Centre first degree. or
Aye, it was
whatever.
like you ever play that? It's like a touchscreen surgery game. But then like as the story progressed, it was like there's like nanobots in folk for terrorists, and you have to like fight them like with your surgery tools. What the fuck?
It's totally bizarre.
It was really cool, but man,
It was like Japanese casualty.
aye, it was just like really weird, but
It's cool.
it was hard as well.
I played. I don't know what I played.
I owned the first one. I had the first one DS. Weird game. I had loads of third party stuff on my DS.
Aye.
I actually just bought Mario and that.
That's what I did with my GameCube. I just had like loads of shit third party games.
Well, no, see, to be fair, like, the stuff I had, I did like. The Revenge of the Sith game was alright.
Aye.
It was like just a side-scrolling beat 'em up, basically.
Huh?
But there was enough like Force stuff in it and that was like made it pretty alright.
Aye.
And then the vehicle bits were like full 3D, like polygonal,
That's cool.
and,
Oh,
which was
that's pretty
weird because like the 2D was like cartoony,
Aye.
and then you'd like get in the ship and fly out, and it would just be like fucking Ace Combat. So weird.
So you liked Escape From L.A. then?
I did. It was awesome. I really, really liked that actually.
You should watch like a bunch of other like Kurt Russell
Aye.
80s films because like a lot of them are just like that.
I've got Steak one to watch that I borrowed off you as well. I just
Aye.
I ran out of time.
You should watch the original The Thing.
I ran out of minutes.
It's great, innit?
So good, man.
Some of these like one-liners in that are like pretty good. And like,
Now I just want them to say Solid Snake stuff, but
there's probably a video online them somewhere. Someone asking them
Aye.
to say it. Like
kept you waiting, huh?
I like Kurt Russell, man. He's
Metal
good.
Gear.
He's good.
Metal
in
Gear.
He's good in Death Proof.
Do you ever notice
He's the
that?
best thing about Death Proof.
Do you ever notice that Solid Snake just
Well,
asks?
it's because he's the only good thing about Death.
I was starting to say he's just it's shit.
Do you ever notice Solid Snake just asks questions 24/7?
Aye.
A gun?
Oh man.
I think that was me for normal films. I've been rewatching How I Met Your Mother.
Aye. Same.
It's almost a year since it finished.
Aye.
It's like the 31st of March or something.
Cool.
So I'm kind of watching it.
Wasn't it that long ago?
I
Because Gary was shouting about it. on his podcast.
Because I'm finding, right, see as I'm getting older, and I'm not making it out as if I'm old, I'm 20, like,
Oath to your
you know,
mention.
but like, see as I'm getting older, I find it harder to place things in time, in my memory.
Aye.
I was saying to Chris, like, the middle of January feels further away than, like, last summer, to me.
It's probably because you done fuck all in the middle of January, but like in the summer you appear like
Aye, it's
got this stuff that I done.
pure weird, man, and, like, it's the same with that. It's like, no way did that finish a year ago. But I remember going into college the next day, like into recording class. And I'm like, yeah, that was totally like a year ago. You know what I mean? And those two events that were like 12 hours apart feel a
Aye.
year apart.
Cool.
You want to go for? Do you watch any
I watched
non-horrors?
some
Yeah.
creepy business.
I watched Doomsday, like I just mentioned there.
I don't know horror.
Not really, no. Is it?
If preservation's in the creepy corner.
I feel like
It's
it.
kinda-
I feel like it is.
Aye.
I feel like it
It's
The
is.
creepy
the same.
corner isn't just horrors, it's creepy films.
Alright, okay, I'll leave that. I watched a film called Johnny Dangerously.
Oh, I seen that like on my Netflix like feed.
Is it on Netflix?
Aye.
Oh, wasn't even I went to watch it.
Maybe like
Must just been put up this week.
it might be on
Johnny
U-
Dangerously.
UK or.
Aye. I would go out my way to watch this film.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it's about?
How old is it?
Early 80s.
Hmm.
So, do you know anything about it?
No, but Paul Heyman's stage name when he was in WCW was Paul E. Dangerously. I wonder if that's what one or the other has
Aye,
Well,
maybe,
I'll
aye.
tell-
inspired
you.
each other.
I'll tell you what it's about then. It's a comedy.
Right.
It's starring a very young Michael Keaton,
Okay.
Oof.
pre-Batman.
Jeez.
And it's
See Batman.
it's like funny comedy and spoof at the same time. It's kind of quite spoofy, you know, like it's about this boy who grows up to be Johnny Dangerously, the well-known gangster.
Right. Has he got a mullet?
Kind of a wee bit. It's kind of like a short mullet. And like he kind
Kinda
of
interesting.
like he's a nice criminal. Like he only kills like other gangsters and like he helps out the community and that. But then his brother becomes like the district attorney, and he doesn't know
Right.
he's Johnny
Okay.
Dangerously, and he's like trying to find out who it is. There's like really funny folk who double cross like Johnny Dangerously. Like he gives somebody like a red shirt, and he's like, "Oh, thanks." And he's like, "Right, I'll be back in a second." And like a bull comes running through the hotel and kills him because he's holding a red shirt. Like it's
That sounds really.
Just
dumb.
really
like
funny.
just
That sounds
stupid.
really dumb.
Right.
That
And
sounds like it's an 80s movie.
Aye.
and there's like this kind of like foreign guy in it who like can't pronounce words right, so he goes to call somebody like a fucking bastard, and he calls him a fucking bastard. You know that? Like it's just so stupid.
Silly. Aye.
Just stupid,
That's like-
silly comedy.
I
But
think
it's
I
so
can get
funny.
into that.
Back when like they could get away with shit like that. Like
Uh,
So on Netflix?
Well, I haven't seen Netflix.
I think
but
I've seen it earlier, aye.
I've like got it on DVD. If you want to borrow it, get a copy.
Aye, it's totally on Netflix. I'm just trying to see who else is in it.
Cool.
Danny DeVito was in it for a wee bit, but nobody
Dom
really
DeLuise.
Nobody else I really recognised.
A bunch of folk who are now adults.
Yeah, it's like set in the 30s and that, but it's good. I would recommend it.
Aye.
I would recommend it.
Seems like.
Does he have a big phone at?
I can't remember. There's not really much you can say about it. It's a stupid comedy and it's got stupid jokes and it was really
It's
funny.
one of the first movies with a PG-13 rating. I'm looking at the trivia to see if there's anything about Polly Dangerous.
I also watched, I know this is the third week in a row we spoke about this, but I eventually watched Saturday Night.
Aye.
Yeah.
We've kind of like said everything about it.
It's awesome,
It's
isn't
just like so impressive.
It's like a cool insight. It's pretty long as well, isn't it? It's like over an hour.
Yeah, it's like an hour 40 or something.
Aye. Have you watched this week's SNL?
No.
I have.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yep.
It's alright. Wasn't as good as the one before it.
I liked Saturday Night. It was quite good. I
That,
kind of want to see the episode they've done it of.
aye. That American Express sketch was really funny.
And like yeah, like Seth Meyers does that Weekend Update, but like he doesn't write it, but he pretty much writes like everything else. Like he's like the head writer.
Aye.
Aye.
It's like I didn't realise he'd done that much.
I Weekend Update have like their little like, team.
Aye, they do. So like, and then like Seth Meyers is like a consultant in all the final sketches and all that. Like, so that was pretty cool because I didn't realise he'd done that much.
Aye.
So that's pretty awesome.
I don't know who the head writer is now that he's like over there.
Don't know.
I didn't realise, by the way, that
it
like
was Colin Jost.
it probably is still him,
Might still be him.
because that would make sense. Because like if he has time to do like Weekend Update, because he doesn't have to write it.
Aye.
Like type something else.
Well, Seth Meyers, they said, was the head writer until 2014, so
I
whoever
didn't-
took it after him's probably still there.
I didn't realise that Kate McKinnon was cast in the new Ghostbusters movie,
Aye.
Aye.
And Leslie Jones.
and Leslie Jones.
And Custom League.
Aye.
Aye.
And Melissa McCarthy. It's just
Pretty much
folk
full funny
face in it.
Aye. That'll be interesting.
No.
Aye. But only if Kate McKinnon's just like our Justin
Justin
Bieber
Bieber.
character the
Aye.
full movie.
Well, no, they're just like, we're making one for guys as well.
Aye,
It's just
I've
like,
seen that.
What are you doing? Look, we're doing an expanded universe. Like a segregated expanded universe. You got to do like a Mexican Ghostbusters. Like, fuck.
Gotta get the ghost, bro.
Like, El Ghostbusteros.
No, can we just have a Ghostbusters movie, but they're just played by the folk for Ghost Adventures? Oh my god, bro.
Someone should do like a super lit, serious Ghostbusters reboot where it's like,
I never believed in ghosts until I came face to face with ectoplasm.
all I'm saying is Ghost Buddies, that's what I'm saying.
That could be a thing. Space buddies is a
I
thing.
think there is one that's like
Spooky Buddies or
or
something,
something. Aye.
Did you see that picture I sent for Zach Baggins's Twitter? No, Instagram.
Said that he missed Ireland.
It's just him looking like moody in like a trench coat, and it just says "Missing Ireland" and its mysterious energies.
So what's funny is that meme you sent that I never believed in bottled water until I came face to face with them.
There's loads of
He's
them,
like-
man. See if you just Google it.
Just that, is that photo that I made for your birthday still your cover
Aye,
photo on
obviously.
Facebook?
Still getting changed until my next birthday. Making all of them.
Stay Alive, taking 5.
I never noticed that like
No.
the dig that Ghost Adventures have in the title thing. Like you know how like I think Ghost Hunters came out like slightly before it,
It was out before that. Aye.
and they have like a camera crew following around. It's like hunters a boom makes not in their face, and then in the other credits are like with no big camera crews following us around.
Aye.
It's like woo.
That's because Ghost Hunters is fake as fuck.
It's so bad.
I still don't know if Ghost Adventures is real.
It's like
But
it
it's
seems
just
like
so dumb.
it seems like way less fake though.
They might exaggerate some stuff,
It's
but
so
the fact that they all go right autobiographies about
Aye.
experiences they've had, you
It's
kinda
so
need to be like-
campy.
I
It's
bet so
great.
did Derek Akora, to be fair.
Aye.
And he was a lying bastard.
I mean, he came out and said he was a lying bastard.
I watch it the same way that I like wrestling.
Aye.
It's just real. It's entertaining. Like, I
Aye.
don't care if it's real.
It's just dumb.
Aye.
I don't do crazy things like buy spirit boxes and night vision cameras.
I do. You know what?
That Jay Wesley guy fell up some stairs in this week's, like coming out of a cellar. and then like the door like fell on him, and this horn just went through it as he tried to like get up. He just punched a fucking hole.
Just like a plank came flying off the door. And they like show it in slow motion.
And like no on the side, it's not like he knocked a bit off the side. He just fucking punched through the middle of it.
Like you're right. He's like, no, fuck my wrist. Because they went down into the basement and they seen a raccoon and pure shot it.
Oh my god, bro.
Bruh.
Raccoons can fuck you up, bro.
Well, unless you want me to talk about Doomsday, then that's
We
when...
can talk about that next week.
That could be though.
We're at 38 minutes already.
I don't know, like, Tom went to Halloween Horror Nights and the theme was Doomsday, so,
Aye.
like, I feel like...
If Preservation's in it, then Doomsday definitely is.
I
You
feel
should
like
watch
if-
that shit.
I feel like if Friday the 13th 5 can be in the Creepy Corner,
Aye.
then perhaps maybe
I know I watched the rest of them this week. I was too Friday the 13th at minute.
you were burnt out.
Jaded.
I watched some films.
Did
I
you?
rewatched some stuff that I'd already seen, but then I watched also some new stuff.
Great.
So, I watched
Exquisite detail.
I watched This Is 40.
How good is it?
It's really good.
It's so funny.
It's funny. I still think it's a bit too long, but like,
Honestly, man.
it's funny.
See the bit when the daughter just goes bush, and then it changes for her like being angry at her parents to just being angry about Lost,
Aye.
and she just starts
She's
like crying.
She's like, I don't fucking know.
It's so good, man.
I still think that. Oh man, the bit with the fruits. He's talking to the Indian doctor, and he
Aye.
says fruit's weird, and then Paul Rudd starts. So I should only eat healthy fruit. He keeps like changing it. Paul Rudd's so good at just being a pure dick.
Aye.
That's the best thing. But it was really funny.
That is really funny. Have you seen it? You should
Jason
watch it, man. It's
Segel's
hilarious.
really funny in it.
It's her body trainer.
Bodies
or some
by
shit.
Jason.
Aye.
Oh man.
That the one that works in our store that isn't Megan Fox
Aye.
was hilarious. Like, see
My
when she
brother
starts
went-
greeting.
Aye. My brother went to see her at the Fringe.
Aye.
He said she was like so shit.
Oh, what?
She does like comedy music, I think. She
Oh,
plays guitar and all that. Because she's in Knocked Up as well.
aye.
She's like Martin Starr's like stoner girlfriend.
Oh, aye.
But she was quite like when she's like pretending she's on the drugs.
Aye. That one scene was
Aye.
like really funny.
That was funny. And then the bit with Melissa McCarthy at the end credits.
Aye.
It's like I will straight up jackknife my legs through your fucking face.
When she's pure going crazy at the headmaster.
I'm happy your husband died.
And she's like, it somehow just becomes that she's a dick, even though she's like right about everything.
You fucking Bob.
Oh man, I love that movie, honestly.
Oh, it's so funny. The like some of the lines that like youngest daughter has is like
Aye.
hilarious.
Buddy, go and get there, it's cute.
I watched Billy Madison.
You did?
If you've
You did?
I
You're
was
right.
like, I'm going to watch a good Adam Sandler film since I have to watch Jack and Jill.
Right.
So I watched Billy Madison.
What day is it
It
today?
has,
October. It's Nudie Magazine Day.
aye, it has Norm Macdonald in it playing just an alky, and it's the best thing.
Turd Ferguson? Who is? Andre the Giant.
Where's Billy? Billy's at school, man. Alright. It's just like, who would you rather have sex with? What is it? He's like, it's like Madonna or Andre the Giant or something like that. It's something like that. And he's just like, no, it's what's his name? Fucking Tom Selleck. And he's like, Tom Selleck now or Tom Selleck 1975? Tom Selleck 1975. Madonna.
Yeah, but
I'd
in
move this way a bit, so
Aye.
you're like more
in SNL 40.
central with it.
That SNL 40 when he rings the bell again. He goes, I just remembered who Andre the Giant was.
He was a
Giant?
big fella. And by the name Andre.
Turd Ferguson?
That was one of the best sketches for the SNL 40.
Aye.
That in the California.
Apparently Norm Macdonald's thing is that he just smokes weed
California.
like absolute fuck, and
Aye.
that's why he's like crazy all the time.
Aye, he's got a podcast.
Like everybody thinks he's an alky, but he's no, he's just blazed like
Aye.
24/7.
What are you doing here?
I think that was him.
What are you doing here?
Kyle?
Continue.
Like the early generation of SNL, they were like all doing like hard drugs, like
Aye.
cocaine, and then like that generation after them were just all like fucking stoners, and probably like still are now.
Probably.
But aye,
so funny.
I mean, like Billy Madison's good. If you've not seen Billy Madison, it's about a guy that goes back and does school again.
I think I've seen it.
It's quite funny. The start's really like I don't like the start of it because it's like Adam Sandler being like making noises, and like that's not what I think he does. It's funny when he does like that and that shit.
I don't know what anybody thinks that's funny, so like I don't know why you.
I thought it was funny when I was 12.
When I was younger, I found it really funny, but now you look
I was ahead of my time. I seen it when I was like seen shit like that when I was like 8. I was like, this is fucking the worst.
I don't know. The thing with like Adam Sandler films is like even like that's what I think as well. Like see like it's like really cheap because like even if the film's shit, he knows how to like hit people like emotionally. Because like the sad bits of his films are always like really well done, even if the comedy isn't. Then you're like, oh, but I feel bad for the character.
Big Daddy's pretty good.
Big Daddy's really good.
As far as Adam Sandler
That's
goes.
because the Sprouse twins are in it. They're the wee boy. Zach and Cody.
Oh,
Really?
They play the wee boy.
What, like
shared,
together?
the shared role.
what's that about a boy? That's a movie, isn't it?
That's
No,
Hugh
Hugh
Grant,
Grant,
and
aye.
Beast from X-Men.
I was going to say one of them's got Beast for X-Men. Because he was on Top Gear.
There's actors like they've done that now, but it's a TV show about a boy.
Aye.
Aye.
That's weird.
The film's even that old.
No, it's not even like a big thing, like you can spin it off.
I think it's like I think like the show's like American. So like, because About a Boy's quite big over, like the film's quite big over here because it's a British film, but like it's not really over there.
That sushi smell's starting to kind of morph.
Aye.
It just smells fucking weird in here, man.
It's like Morphet's Treasure Planet.
Exactly. It's
like-
a great movie.
It's like Morph, like the clay guy. Okay, I'm talking about
No.
the orange guy.
Aye.
Joking. He was in Smart.
Yo, oh man, mind that?
I've seen that.
It's a TV show. It's like an art TV show.
Do you know mind that the
Smart.
guy
Oh,
the guy
aye.
like killed himself?
Aye.
Oh,
Heart
aye,
Attack.
so he did,
It was like Heart Attack guy.
Aye.
But was the name of the guy for Heart Attack? The Geordie guy?
Neil Buchanan.
Aye.
I
For
thought it was the
Liverpool,
guy-
was he? Or-
Was he?
I
I
don't know.
thought it was the guy for Heart Attack that killed himself.
No.
No, it was.
He's still fucking going. He's in a rock band.
Aye, he doesn't do Heart Attack anymore. He
Aye,
probably
no.
still gets paid for it, but because I think he probably caught the idea.
Heart Attack was amazing.
Right.
I loved the bit when he'd go into like a field and just make like
Billy Madison.
Billy
Yep.
Madison
Aye.
out of clothes.
Aye, he did the big ones. He
Aye.
did stuff with salt and that.
You know what I'm
Aye.
talking about.
Okay,
What, a big heart attack? Is that actually what it was called?
I just realised that Heart Attack's like kind of a play on words of heart attack,
Yes.
and that's insane.
My god, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. And
Oh!
then it just sort of hits.
Oh, what is it, Neil? What's wrong? I'm having a heart attack.
It's like how
That's how he
Cockneys,
pitched the show.
it's probably how Cockneys say heart attack. He's probably sitting in London. He was like, how can I come up with an
That's
art
how-
show for kids? And he's like, fuck you, I'm having an heart attack. And he was like, ding.
You're saying Danny Dyer created heart attack?
Dada created.
Do you think Danny Dyer like was in like loads of like shite like kids shows, but like when he was like young as an actor?
No.
Because I want to watch them all.
Yeah, isn't he? Because I read his autobiography, and his first acting was when he was 15, and he played a rent boy.
Great.
Was it on Biker Grove?
And I'm like, that's not slang. Like in his autobiography, he's like, my first role was playing a rent boy. Like that's probably a quote.
Next movie.
I watched the interview again just to see if it was like actually good.
That is that.
Aye,
Sorry.
aye.
Pretty funny.
Sorry, yeah.
There's some really like funny bits. In it.
Aye, there is.
Mostly just James Franco.
Aye.
The kind of one of the funniest.
McConaughey, go fuck is like the best thing in the entire film.
Aye.
One of the funniest parts for me isn't like an like one liner joke, but it's the fact that at the end when they like actually escape through a tunnel and get picked up by SEAL Team 6.
Aye,
That's like
all
what
the
he
stuff
wanted
happens,
at the start.
Aye, like all the funny stuff I think is at the start, where it's like they should have just made a movie about his show
Aye.
because like the other stuff's really funny. Eminem is gay and all
Oh.
that. Like feel like it comes up
That's
like he keeps saying
because
stuff and
I'm
it's
gay,
coming up
so-
in like the banner below, and it's like it doesn't even like make sense. It's like the best thing. So aye, we've talked about that. We talked about that when it came out.
I'm Dave Scarlock.
You
We
should
did
watch you should watch like the fake episode they done for it.
Aye.
If you can, it's on YouTube.
Is it?
Who's
So-
in it?
Aye, it's on like MTV's YouTube channel or something like that.
Sweet.
Who's in it?
Nicki
Like,
Minaj
who's
is
in
in
it?
Nicki Minaj, Jason Derulo, and like like train or something. I don't know, like.
See, when James Franco was standing up in the SNL 40,
Aye.
it's like, I have to stand up. This is one of my art pieces.
Right.
I mean, watch this is
All this stuff because I said to you after it, but I didn't actually. I forgot to say it in the show. But I watched Goon last week.
No, you
said
talked
that.
about good.
You
No, I
spoke-
said after it. I was like, oh shit, I watched Goon.
No, I'm sure we
you
talked
spoke
about
it. It was something else you forgot to mention.
Was it?
Aye.
I used to shit things. I can't remember what it was. I watched Night at the Museum 3,
Oh shit.
the new one,
Oh, is it bad?
Secret of the Tomb.
No,
That's totally fine.
Those movies are alright.
I
That,
liked the first one.
Aye.
totally alright. Did occur to me when I put the third one on that I've not seen the second one.
The second one's okay.
Jeez.
But the second one has the Jonas Brothers in it, and this one doesn't. So
XOS.
this one's better.
It's Big Rob in it.
No, I wish.
Robin Williams.
No.
No.
I thought he was in it.
No, that's not who we're talking about, Chris.
Big Rob isn't Robin Williams. Big Rob is fucking Big Rob.
Big Rob is the Jonas Brothers manager / rap confidant.
Big Rob in the house.
Here, I want to know that.
I'm sorry if you've got time for Facebook, but
Fuck off.
Aye, so this one's a bit like now, like the tablet that they have that brings the museum to life.
Yes.
The tablet of Ackman Ra.
Mhm.
It starts to get fucky. Starts to like get mouldy,
Right.
and they're like, it's not working.
Broken.
It's broken, man. And then the kind of like Hispanic guy from Need for Speed that takes all his gets down to his scants
Yes.
and walks
oh,
it.
aye.
He's in it, right? He plays Ackman Ra. He's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
Oh yeah.
and he's like, oh, my mum and dad know how to fix it, but they're in a museum in London. They're in the London Museum.
Right.
So like, oh, we need to go to London then, don't we? So Ben Stiller and his son and a bunch of the exhibits.
Razzmatazz crew. Crew of Razzmatazz delinquents.
A crew of cut neck
Can I try
outlaw.
and guess who it was?
Go for it.
Attila the Hun.
Yep.
Robin Williams.
Yep.
No Pocahontas, you know what I'm talking
Aye.
about. How many more? Did the T-Rex go?
No,
The big fucking head go.
no. He's in it.
Owen Wilson and Steve Coogan.
Aye.
Is that it?
And the monkey.
And the monkey.
Aye.
That's-
And there's like a new caveman that looks like Ben Stiller and is played by Ben Stiller, and he goes as well. And I think it's Ben Stiller's son.
That's quite funny.
And they go, and then, so they go, and then what's her name, Rebel Wilson, she plays Fat Amy in Pitch Perfect,
Mhm.
as like the night guard.
Do you know who
There.
she
There's a
shares?
terrible English accent.
Do you know who she house shares with?
Who?
Matt Lucas.
Really?
He was on Jonathan Ross last week, and they were like, "I have a best pals. We share a house in Hollywood."
You sure that wasn't like a joke? Oh,
No, because it was like they saying how they write together and stuff.
that's really
There's like
strange.
pictures of the house and that.
I didn't even realise that like Luke Wilson still did things.
Who?
Luke Wilson, is that what you just said?
No.
No,
What'd you say?
Matt
Matt
Lucas
Lucas.
from
Matt
Little
Lucas.
Brown.
Oh right, aye, they're both in Bridesmaids.
Maybe I don't know how they met, but they became like best pals and now the house.
They're like they play brother and sister in Bridesmaids, and they're like pure weird.
Oh,
And they like
right.
take baths together and all
That's so weird.
that. Aye, like I feel like she might do a British accent in that, but then in this it's like
She's
pure.
Australian, isn't she?
Aye, and this it's like pure, like terrible when she says like in it and stuff, and I'm just like.
Right.
No, I don't. So then they go into the museum, and then that museum comes alive, and they meet Sir Lancelot, and he's played by some guy off Downton Abbey.
Great.
And then they find the guy's parents, and Ben Kingsley plays the Pharaoh.
Right.
So.
Yep.
And then like they fix it, I guess.
Cool.
I don't want to like spoil the ending of Night at the Museum 3, but like Robin Williams is in it, and it's his last acting role, and like his last line is like the most like the heart wrenching thing that's like ever.
What is it?
He like because it's like the tablet stays in London, so like they become like just wax figures again. So like it's like they turn back to normal at sunrise, and he says like it's like smile my boy at sunrise or something like that, he says, and it turns back to wax.
Oh,
And I was
that
just
man.
like, oh no, don't. I was just like,
Oh,
don't do
no,
that, man. It's
Enough
pure
of that,
brutal,
pal.
man. I was just like, holy fuck.
Enough of that.
But it was like, it was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be like really bad.
Aye.
But then it's Ben Stiller, so
No, he's not
Cool.
that bad.
it's Ben Stiller. Yeah. Then I
What?
watched a film that is kind of related to another Ben Stiller movie. Because I watched Penguins of Madagascar, which was weird.
Yep.
It was really
Is
weird.
it just them like on like an army mission or something?
It's a spin-off from like the third movie. So like now then, like, and I've not seen. I think I've seen the second or third Madagascar, but in the third one,
I've seen the second one.
they're in a circus or something.
Alright.
And it starts, and you can hear like in the background, like, I like to move it,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, we fucking like the penguins are like, I hate this song, so like they escape, and like that's why they escape, which I thought was really funny.
That's pretty funny.
So like they escape, and then it's like they become spies basically, and they get like hunted down by this like octopus who was like jealous of them because it's like their fault that like all the zoo patrons forgot about the octopus because like penguins are cute.
Aye.
So he like disguises himself as a human doctor, and he's voiced by John Malkovich.
Right.
And
That's
he's like,
amazing.
I'm going to turn all the penguins in the world into monsters. And then they get help from a actual team of spies, spy animals. A polar bear, an owl, a seal, and a wolf. The wolf is voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's amazing.
Right.
The seal is voiced by Ken Jeong.
No, just seal.
That'd be amazing. Just sings a kiss from a rose. I don't know who the other people are voiced by, because that was the only two that I could like
Cool.
pick out. But aye, like it's kind of like weird.
Sounds like a kids movie for kids that kids would like.
Aye, there's this
Yeah.
weird like recurring joke where it's like John Malkovich's character will tell people, like, will say like names of people, and then tell them to do stuff, but like what he's saying will like make up to be an actor's name. If you know what I mean. So you'll be
Nah.
like, I'm trying to think of an example that like makes sense, because like it starts off really subtle and then it gets like more and more obvious as it goes in, and the
Right.
more obvious ones are really stupid. So I'm trying to think of like one that it's like that he's like shooting, he's like powering up, like he's like powering something up, and he's like he needs more power, so he shouts like Drew Barry more, and like that's the thing,
Great.
and it's like pure weird.
That's pretty
Like,
funny.
and he does it like with like hundreds of different. I don't know how they got John Malkovich to do this, like at all, but because I feel like recognised the voice,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, who the fuck's that?
Cool. What's next?
I think I'm like at the end of my list.
Sweet.
I watched a full season of a TV show in one sitting.
Excellent.
I watched Tina Fey's new show that's on Netflix, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Right.
It's really good.
How much of it is there?
There's 13 episodes.
40, 20?
13. What? 20.
Like 40 minutes?
Aye, 20 episodes. Aye.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Aye. If you liked 30 Rock, you'll probably like this.
I like the rock.
Aye. It's like it's the same amount of like, this is dumb, and kind of like
And storyline.
How does Tina Fey keep making these things like mainstream, because they're like really dumb and like weird. It's about a girl who gets saved from a cult,
Mm-hmm.
and then she like goes to live in New York and like tries to be normal.
Cool.
But it's like all about like the fact that she lived in a bunker for 15 years because she thought the apocalypse happened.
Right.
So, aye, it's cool. That's all I watched though. That's it.
Cool.
That's them all.
You gonna go to the creepy corner?
Aye. In fact, I watched Flintstones and WWD's Tony SmackDown.
Oh, Jesus.
If you like the Flintstones and you like WWE, you will watch this movie. Like, do you as so dumb?
We getting on the train.
Aye.
Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Creepy corner!
Chris, what horrors did you watch this week?
We watched The Lodge.
We did.
I
Watched The Lodge
I forgot about that.
one Friday
Just
night.
suppress it.
In the rain.
I was wondering why I didn't watch a horror film like this week, because
It
that
was-
was so shit that I
it was
wanted to.
Fucking garbage.
It was, man.
Oh my god,
Oh.
what was it even? Oh.
And it was like filmed 6 months apart, like different bits, clearly, because the guy just looked different.
Shit.
Like,
So
Not much
shit.
I want to say about this film. A couple go rent out a cabin, and then the guy that
out a
owns a
lodge.
cabin, a lodge.
Come on.
And then the guy that owns the lodge wants to kill them and has a daughter who doesn't wash.
And it's pure red for some reason.
It's
They
pure
eat
red.
folk.
Do they eat folk?
Spoilers.
Do they?
Do they?
Thought that was the conclusion that we came to.
I don't know.
Because
No, I think she was just a nutter.
I thought the thing was like he was like she's like she likes lean or something. And he's
Maybe.
Like, I'm going to.
Could have been. But
Who cares?
Aye, pretty much.
Like
do
who
not
gives a
watch
shit?
this film. This film is
It's
terrible.
horrendously made.
Oh, it was like maybe one of the worst sort of films I've ever seen.
It was horrible.
Like it gets beat out by like an asylum
Aye.
rip off that I've seen one like half of.
How did you end up with that on Blu-ray?
My brother got me for my birthday, my Christmas. I just think I'd go out my way to buy that. Yes, I would, but not knowing that it was that bad.
We also decided to just not look at anything to do with it and just put it on.
Probably a bad idea.
Aye.
Let's never do that.
We could start doing it kind of semi-regularly, but it'd be like really hard.
No, I would actually still do it. I think we just
Aye.
got off to a bad start.
It was basically like the series of unfortunate events of horror films.
Well, it was just like we went in blind. We'll just like, just put it in. Fucking don't even look at the back of
It's
it.
a bad idea.
Don't even look at who's in it. Like who cares? Just
Looking
put
at the
it
back
on.
of it wouldn't have helped that movie anyway.
Aye, I know.
Because it was probably just lies. It was probably just bullshit.
It was probably like
There was like good reviews of this movie on the box. They must have just been like made up.
Oh, aye. Like
it was like People's Choice Award for like out and out horror.com. You're like, aye, he probably like made the film,
Aye, like
then chose it.
I think a lot of maybe like a lot of like horror sites. Like you could open a horror blog and just like put a good review to like every horror movie that came out straight to DVD, and then you would get on a box. Like
Aye.
at some point you would be on a box.
I remember like that film, Kimbo Slice, Circle of Pain. On it, there's like a review in the back for like kungfu.com. It says an enjoyable action movie, right? But like, see, we looked up the article and it was like a 1-star article,
really?
and it said, nevertheless, this is not an enjoyable action movie. And they just wrote enjoyable action movie.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good. Like that's pretty like impressive.
I watched Doomsday,
You did?
You did.
set in Glasgow.
It's
Aye.
awesome, man.
Tell us all
I
about-
liked it, man.
Tell us all about Doomsday.
Doomsday's the Reaper virus starts in Scotland, and it pretty much just infects you, then you die. But if anyone
then-
you come into contact with gets it.
And it just kind of becomes
So
like
it spreads and
Borderlands.
it's
That.
yeah. So martial law's declared, Scotland's cordoned off, and they kind of just leave Scotland to die. And it's like 30 years later.
Just like real life.
It is like 30 years later. They're
Better together. Like Doomsday would have just happened if we got independence. It would have just been
Aye,
Doomsday.
probably would have.
So then, like, what is it? Like 25 years later, the Reaper virus like starts again in London, and then they need someone to go back into Scotland because they found survivors
To find the cure.
to find the cure or to see how they survived, and then just turns out that like everyone left in Scotland's just raging cannibals.
Aye.
Like everyone, there's not like a good Scottish case.
Oh, there was like, well, no, there was people who weren't cannibals, but they were still insane and wanted like everyone outside of Scotland to die.
They were not.
Just like
Real
just
life.
like just
Aye.
like
It's like real
SNP.
Scots.
Just like real Scottish people.
Aye.
Except it was played by Malcolm McDowell.
Here. What?
He was Malcolm McDowell. Have you not seen it?
I watched it
Ages
in
ago.
Andrew's house.
I
like,
seen.
the
I
day when
seen
it was
it.
steaming.
I seen it like right when it came out.
Aye.
Me and Ross like rented it or something.
I might like properly watch
I
it.
think it.
it
I've got it on
Netflix?
Blu-ray, so no, I've got it on Blu-ray, so you can just borrow it.
I'll probably not get it off you before next week.
It is good though. Like for such a small budget it had, it done really well.
Aye, it's a
And, like,
good movie.
There was like Scottish like film companies who weren't involved in it, but like donated to the film so it could get made better
I
in
like-
Scotland.
I think a lot of film coasters tell you that like the Scottish film industry is like booming right now. I think it's basically that film. That
It's
film and
good.
that film and Danny Boyle.
Seen what English?
No, Scottish.
Danny Boyle.
Aye.
Doesn't he sound Scottish?
Aye, probably like
Probably
hasn't lived here
in
for
London
years.
since he was
Aye.
20.
Aye.
But like he's done train spotting and
I didn't know he was Scottish.
that. Aye.
127 hours.
Wow.
Big,
Wow.
Big man's representing.
Aye, I guess.
Makes fucking good movies.
It does, aye.
Sunshine.
On a cloudy day.
Start singing my girl.
I watched a horror movie.
Did you?
I did.
Did you watch?
The Pyramid.
Oh, aye.
Starring Jay for the In-Betweeners.
So weird.
He's like he is the
The
filmer.
filmer?
Aye.
Was he like, hold on till I leave Kilmarnock where I live?
He just has Jay in it, really, like without the lies.
What actually?
There's like no accent or that. It's just kind of like.
Is he just like, here's my camera, I mean, I put this up a lassie's arse?
No, I don't mean that. I just mean like accents the same and all that, and like.
I think that's just how he talks.
Aye. Like they never tried to make him.
Like have an American accent or some
Aye.
shit.
Aye, he films it, and it's like these folk, and they're doing like an archaeological dig because they found this pyramid that's got 3 sides instead of 4.
Alright.
It's like pure unique to the area and all that stuff, and like what the fuck, like, what is this? So they
Is it space?
no.
Is it aliens?
It's actually kind of
Bigfoot.
no. I'm not gonna give you spoilers because
I'll
you should
probably watch
you
it.
should watch it. But like it's kind of
Is it space Bigfoot?
no. It's more kind of mythological
It's a space
type
buddy.
shit.
Is it Tomb Raider?
It's kind of it's like kind of
Aye.
Is it Blade Trinity?
just fucking let me
Yeah, let's get
talk.
Triple H in it.
Get shot in the eye with an arrow.
Let's get
Who?
Triple H in and Ryan Reynolds before he
Oh,
was
aye,
like
Mike.
famous.
Aye. And it's about these folk, and they're doing an archaeological dig, and then they get told to leave because of like an uprising in Gaza, which is like near them,
Right.
and like the US government are funding them and shit like that. So like, you have to leave, and they're like pure close to getting like on the same day they like get to the entrance of the pyramid, like digging, and they're like, oh my god, we've got like 3 hours, so like, let's like send a drone in.
Sorry, are they like students or are they meant to be older?
No, they're like, well, one of them's like kind of younger, and then there's like the guy is like 50 stuff. It's
Right,
like
okay.
it's like a team, and they're like, right, well, and they've got like this like $3 million like NASA drone thing,
Right.
so they like send that in. They're like, we've got like 3 hours to get off site. We can just send this in, get some like pictures and all that, and then we'll like come back or whatever when we can. And it breaks down in the pyramid, or it gets fucked up in the pyramid, and they think they see like a dog run by or something, and it's obviously not going to be a fucking dog. So and they go in, all of them, and they basically go to look for the drone, and then like fucking everything goes to shit.
Aye.
Pretty much. I think the first scare was about 20 odd minutes.
It's good
So
ratio.
it's made the. It was just a jump scare. It wasn't like this is that you're in the shit,
Aye.
but it was like stuff was happening.
Should we explain our added new
I
theory to the
came up with
horror
a new
movie?
theory of how if there's not a scare in a horror movie within 30 minutes, then turn it the fuck off.
Aye. I would not condone that watching half a movie, but if you're half an hour in a horror film and shit all has happened.
Like even
Come on.
stuff like that, it was just a jump scare, but you're like, right, this is.
I mean, to be fair, we watched The Lodge and it wasn't even on Chris's horror scale.
Aye, it was too low.
It's just a 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame.
It's not a shame, it was shit.
I
It was absolute bullshit.
watched it.
Did you?
If I finished with the pyramid.
Nah,
No.
not yet.
No, right, okay.
So there's. It's your standard found footage horror fare.
Yep.
Everybody slowly dies
Yes.
and like cool shit happens. There's a couple of kills in it that are like, "Aye, well done." The CG, there's CG in it. It's a bit so at points, but it's like it's alright.
Was it in cinema?
Aye, it was.
Aye.
I think it
Not
was
for a
like,
while.
aye, I
Not
don't think
for
it
a
was
very
for
long
very
time.
long. They had posters up in the Odeon and all that.
It was like a limited release, like a couple of weeks.
But aye, it's cool. It's totally alright. It's kind of like it's like a less good as above so below.
Couldn't get a good better than.
Aye, it's
I
kind of
love
like
so
that
below
same
these
kind of deal. And it's like an hour and a half. And I'd like, cause I know yous like that kind of thing.
Aye.
Like to folk that like aren't really into horror stuff and like found footage stuff, I wouldn't be like, oh, you have to see this. But like, you like it, so like, you should totally check it out. We can talk about it next week, spoilers and all.
I think I said it had a 5 on, which is good for.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Found footage 5 is good.
Aye. Probably biff you out a wee bit if you're claustrophobic at certain bits. Just because they're in a pyramid.
At the end of the day, it's a horror, so.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, it's cool enough. The kind of main monster in it's a decent idea.
Aye.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it. Probably, I've seen a.
See, it was just like Pyramid Head. They should just make a found footage Silent Hill movie.
That would like work extremely well.
Aye.
Like,
When I'll do it, I'll make a fan film like that. I'll pitch it to the big man that done this Power Rangers one. I'll let him it.
aye.
Come on.
Because it's like raises like action in the games as well, so like, they can't really do that. Condemned, nah, not really. Fear again is like action.
Aye.
Like Silent Hill was kind of like run away,
Aye.
so like it totally could work as a movie.
That demo for the new Silent Hill film, the
Aye.
movie.
It was all.
Yeah,
That was
game.
basically what it was. It was like a.
Should
was
should
pretty
watch the
cool.
video of Dave Lang playing that.
Aye.
It's amazing. Get spooked, boy.
Oh man. We need to do full coverage of Paxomania.
Aye. That and get wrecked.
Aye.
Aye, the pyramid was good.
I wonder how much wrestlers play wrestling games.
I bet you not a lot.
Aye.
No.
The one of them used to be pure into it, man, back when like, we were younger.
I bet you Xavier Woods plays it.
I think maybe Shelton Benjamin.
I remember I
It was like pure into it. It was always like, because they always done a tournament at WrestleMania.
when
He won it like every year.
when CM Punk just came onto Raw, like they done like a competition between WWE wrestlers on SmackDown versus Raw, like the game.
Aye.
And like they were interviewing CM Punk and he was like, to be honest, I just play Guitar Hero, so I've not
Aye.
played this.
What were you going to say about it? Did you like it?
It was very long.
Oh,
It
it's
was
a
a
mini-series.
TV series,
Aye.
it was like 2 hours 50 or something.
But is this...
Stephen King's It.
Is this like at the movie that everybody's seen?
Yeah,
I've not
it's,
seen it because I heard it's shit.
It's not shit, but it's very long. Like it would have probably been better to watch that in episodes because you
I
can.
kind of just heard that like it didn't make sense, like at all. Like
No,
the
there's
like the
not.
ending, like
There's
the,
not a lot of explanations. It's just kind of iconic more than anything.
just that doesn't even like appeal to me like at all.
I quite liked it. I mean, it wasn't anything special. It wasn't particularly scary. I kind of made me look forward to see what somebody does with a remake.
Probably, I hope
Doing
they
it.
do that. I kind of hope they change the ending because I kind of know what the ending is.
Hmm.
And I'm like, probably that does make like no sense unless they
Nah.
feel like went into like the lore of it and all that.
I don't know what the ending is in the book. I don't know how much they changed of it or whatever.
I'm gonna like throw a spoiler out there because if that's
Spoilers!
I mean, it came out like 30 years ago or something.
Spoilers.
But at the end, the clown just turns into a big fucking spider, and I don't get it. So
I can't even
just
think
make
of
a horror
anything
film
that
about a
would-
scary clown. Call it it. Like you're going to make a lot of money. Stephen King hates everything that gets made anyway, so he
I know.
hated The Shining. He hated The Shining so much that he remade it as a mini-series, and it's bullshit. I watched it.
I watched some of it, like not knowing that it was that, and I was like, "Here, that isn't Jack Nicholson. I'm turning this off."
It's bad. And the guy that plays the owner of the Overlook Hotel is Monica's dad for Friends.
Amazing.
Is it?
Aye.
Stephen King like hated that movie because
Because it's
See,
better in the book, probably.
yeah, because it's completely different for the book, and like there's that thing about how like there's all these FUs like in the background to Stephen King, like in the film.
I'm going to take the Shining book with me when I'm travelling at the weekend.
Aye.
I read more of it because I really like what I've read.
Just
so far.
watch Room 237 like 4 times. It's a Minotaur, not
Yeah.
a fucking guy skiing shop. Like,
I've got that. I've got The Shining, like the book of The Shining. I've got Luigi's Mansion too.
I've
play.
got I Am Haunted by Zach Baker.
I'm going to borrow that off you when you're done with it.
Aye, definitely.
I was reading Dark World
Aye.
before I went to bed that night 'cause I couldn't sleep. So it was like I read some of
Is
that.
that not like a guide to
It's
ghost
just his
hunting?
first book. It's like kind of it's like him. It's basically him like explaining stuff, but like also like there's like he uses examples from his investigations.
It's the one you're reading like about his life.
So far, but like every chapter's
Is it like
different.
him
Like,
as a kid as well, isn't it? Or Is it like an autobiography?
no,
There's,
yeah, I
there's
think
a lot like stuff about him like before his career and that. Like
yeah, there's a wee bit, but like the first thing,
he
like,
talks about that in Dark World.
like there's a chapter about dolls, there's a chapter about orbs, there's a chapter about mists.
It's fucking
That's
weird.
that's just what Dark World is.
Is it?
Aye.
So I don't know. I've only read a few chapters, so I'm really.
I think
really
I'm gonna
that
buy
far into
Ric
it,
Flair's
but-
book.
Aye.
That'd be like really interesting.
Probably aye.
Somewhat interesting.
Do you know what, like, see, like it?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a Dementor almost. Because like clowns are obviously quite scary, and then like spiders are obviously quite scary.
Fuck off.
Doesn't
Is
really.
that maybe the point? He's like a shapeshifter or some shit.
I think that is the point. That
Aye.
like it's still like they don't explain that, so like
Unless like
it's kind of just sold to you like he's a clown.
Unless, like, see if they use the ending for the book and, like, there's, like, a big spider in another Stephen King book and it's meant to be, like...
I think they
It's the
explain
same
it in the
thing.
book where it is like you.
In the movie, it just fucking happens, and then
Aye. Because in the book,
Right,
I
okay.
think it's like he's like this creature that can like change into like what people fear and
Mm-hmm.
such.
Aye. Cool.
Yeah, like, aye, it's an acquired taste.
Well done.
A lot of Stephen King stuff.
So that,
Stuff,
that was me, I think. Yeah, only watched the 3.
The
Well,
Undertaker.
I only watched The Lodge, so
The Undertaker somewhat returned this week. It's pretty creepy.
Was he going to say it?
They shot lightning at Bray Wyatt's chair, and it's set on fire.
oh my god.
Was Bray Wyatt sitting on it?
He wasn't actually there, just his voice played. And then it said the man comes around at WrestleMania.
I thought they would maybe
Hashtag
like...
the man comes around. Is actually on Twitter now.
I thought they would maybe like be done with Undertaker after the streak ended.
I don't know. Folks still want to see him.
Yeah,
He has to pass on the reins.
Aye.
I mean, what it must be 50 now.
Aye, he's like 49 or 50. And it's like, Sting's like 55, but also like Undertaker, like, the fucking shit he's done.
Aye.
Remember the jump
Aye.
out of the ring in the first Shawn Michaels match at WrestleMania?
Same
And
as the
Michaels-
Batista one as well.
Michaels like shoves the cameraman in the way, and
aye.
Taker just fucking lands like that over the top rope, just on the floor. Look it up on it'll be on YouTube or something. He jumps and he just lands like that, just like on the fucking ground.
Fuck that.
Like
It's
the way he done it
brutal, man.
against Batista, and like I think it was like the first time I ever done that move, and it was just like holy fuck.
No,
man.
he's done that for years,
It's the
man.
first time I've seen it.
He done it. They done that Inferno match, and like
Is that like the rings on
in
fire
the
or something?
90s, right? And it was him and Kane, and you won by setting the other person on fire. And it was like the ring, and then like this bar round the full
Right. Aye.
outside, and it like lit. And he threw Kane over it, and then fucking ran and jumped like over the flames.
That's crazy.
The 90s were ridiculous.
And then became a biker, and then did it.
Speaking of wrestling,
Yes.
let's do the Iron Sheik tweet of the week.
Okay.
What was the one that you retweeted? Because I kind of feel like that should just win.
Aye.
Iron Shakespeare.
Iron Shakespeare.
I'll look anyway, but that's pretty good.
Aye.
I still need to watch his movie. I've not done that yet.
Aye, near of her.
Was it out?
Aye, it's been out for ages.
Just a documentary about him.
That was pretty cool. Break his back, make him lumber.
I kick the Robin Thicke in the balls. I give him the bloodlines. He wish he was the gay, but like Marvin Gaye, like Gaye.
I don't think folk realise that they've actually
That's
got off
probably
like,
because he got sued this
Aye,
week.
it was.
I don't think folk realise that they've probably got off like fairly lightly, only having to give
Aye.
him $7 million.
Aye, that's like not a lot of money
No,
compared to like
it's-
how well that song did and stuff like that.
No.
What movie better, The Zoolander 2 or Justin Bieber shit his pants after I break his fucking jabroni neck 4? Hello, the Chick-fil-A. You need the Chic-fil-A, then I love you forever.
He needs to host SNL.
Oh my god. They like wouldn't be able to like dent him.
Aye.
He'd
Maybe we
have to like
control.
do. He'd have to like do his monologue and he's like, you can't be in any
Do him
sketches.
with Thingy, with playing Justin Bieber.
Aye.
I sexy and I know it. Oh my god. It's just. Hello at App Store. I trade you 3 camels for watch. It's good deal or I break your back.
Do you see folk were like pure outraged when the wrestler came out because of the Ayatollah character? Because they clearly just didn't realise that it's just the Iron Sheik and like that was a thing.
Aye, I
They're
know.
not just making this up. Like that was an actual character.
And then R-Truth was on.
He was, aye. So was Cesaro.
Oh, Phil.
Jay Lethal as well. There's a bunch of folk in it. That are, like,
God
famous.
bless. God bless the hashtag Happy International Women's Day and fuck the Mel Gibson.
It's pretty good.
Suplex, break back, make humble, make a first date weird in 4 words. That's 5 words. Oh my god, man. Actual riot. I watched Big Hero 6 twice this week as well, if I got to write that down.
Twice?
Yep.
Jesus.
Why?
What?
Why?
Because it's really good.
I thought you didn't like it.
I didn't the first time I watched it, but I think I was just raging because it got nominated and
I like it.
the Lego movie didn't. But it's pure funny.
Oh no.
Oh no. I am Baymax. Your personal healthcare.
Right, what's the fucking tweet?
Just Iron Shakespeare. Iron Shakespeare.
It's over.
It's done. Iron Sheik. Come on our podcast.
Well done.
Imagine you hadn't press play for it.
You get wrecked.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's soon.
It's out.
WrestleMania.
No, it's out. The
Aye.
new one.
Aye.
Oh,
It came out the same day as the last one of
Fuck.
these as well.
when's this going up?
Friday.
Now you have to do it.
Oh well.
There we go.
You're not leaving until yesterday. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We're up like 4 days ago, yeah, right?
It's over.
Dun, 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 dun,